Hello, welcome to the video. This will be another reaction to Jeff Saxon vlogs. Actually, we're gonna do this one first and then we'll do Jeff Saxon vlogs. So.
What's going on, you guys? Get behind the camera here.
Which of us here?
And 1 year ago today, I stood here with the unfortunate responsibility of letting the world know that my father, Angrygrandpa, had passed away. It's been a year.
1 year.
Today officially marks 1 year since I lost my father, since I lost my best friend, since the internet lost an innovator, an icon. My life, and he changed so many of your lives, and that's what it's all about. When you go, if you left a legacy, and he left a hell of a legacy, man.
He did.
And it has now been a year since that happened, and I wanted to just talk about what that year's been like. Because it has been a really crazy year. It has been full of ups and downs, and every step of the way I just wish he was there so I could call him, so I could answer his phone call. You know, December the 8th last year is when we actually thought he was going to pass away. I was sitting here watching TV with Bridget at 10 o'clock at night, and Jennifer called me. And she said that we should probably show up to the house to say goodbye. And I really didn't want to go because it's been hard for me to wrap my head around that to begin with. And I didn't want to be there to say goodbye. I didn't want to be there to see his last breath. But it felt like I had to be there. So I left. And I showed up and he was unconscious and he wasn't talking. He was asleep. And I just cried and I just talked to him while he was asleep, and I was just telling him he changed the world, he made so many people happy, he changed my life, he changed Bridget's life.
Absolutely. I miss him so much.
And I told him, you know, it's okay, you can go now.
You wonder why I'm not talking that much? It's not just because I just woke up, but it's also because this is an emotional video.
I said you've done enough. You can go. And he hung on. And me and Bridget were leaving. About 6 hours later. It was about 5 o'clock. We're walking out, and I was like, "All right, Pop, I'm gonna head out." That's how I always tell him goodbye. And he opened his eyes and he said, "Where you going?" And I said, "Nowhere now, man. Nowhere." And so we sat with him for another 4 hours, hoping that he would open his eyes again. And he didn't. And so, December the 10th, he still hadn't woken up. And I was trying really hard to hide it from the internet because I didn't want to face the reality. I didn't want it to be real. But it was. And about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, he opened his eyes and he smiled at us. And he said, "I'll miss you." He closed his eyes and never opened them back up again. And it was so hard to lose him. It's been so hard the entire year.
Yeah, it has.
You know, I've been accused of clickbaiting his death. I'm going to be accused of clickbaiting it here because I'm talking about it. And God, I wish I could talk about something else. But Dad always had a promise that we don't hide anything from YouTube, and that's a promise that I'm always going to keep to him. I'll never hide anything. If I'm crying, you guys are going to know about it. If I'm sad, you guys are going to know about it. And listen, I've done a pretty good job at hiding some of those emotions this year. I've smiled when I was sad, and I've, soldiered on when I was completely heartbroken. But I think I would have made Dad proud by not forgetting.
Well, what's some of your videos about?
I've uploaded unreleased videos. I've gained 100 pounds.
Oh.
I packed on 100 pounds through depression, you guys. I wish I didn't. I wish that wasn't the case, but I did.
We're working on it.
I put out my first music video this year. I put out my second music video this year.
Yeah.
And, Christmas Day, I'm officially dropping my very first album, titled Ashes, which is really 365 days of depression packaged into 1 year. The grieving process really condensed down into 16 tracks. And I hope you guys will get it. You can pre-order it now by clicking the link below. I hope you guys can look at it and feel what I was feeling this year, because I put a lot of work into this, you guys. It's gonna have See You Soon and Dear Dad. And my favorite song on the album, Come Back, featuring Juliet Riley. And I want to play it for you guys right here. Dad, it is really hard to be here without you.
You guys all know who Juliet Riley is. That's the girl that was dating McJuggernuggets for many years up until a few months ago.
Stumbling home in the dark, I see you. Call me wherever you are. I hear you. Gone, but I still feel the scar. You ain't never gonna come back, come back.
Okay, take a second, man. I think you need to stop to breathe. I guess the lesson is he's never gone, he's just at peace. It's like he went to sleep. You need to think this way to keep your head above the water that is rising up beneath your feet. You need to get up, man. You know your dad would throw a fit to know the son he loved the most was all alone and frozen stiff. He'd never understand. You can't just give up. Sit up, kid. I need for you to listen, cause it's sinking into witnessing. It's time to wipe the dust and let the day begin again. I know he isn't in it, but his image is, and that's the thing. He left behind this legacy of vixen images. I know you miss him, man. Your dad is missing, but you get to live.
Stumbling home in the dark, I see you. Call me wherever you are. I hear you. Gone, but I still feel the scar. You ain't never gonna come back, come back. But I won't let tear me apart. Another round, cause I got this far. Gone, but you're here in my heart. This is gonna be my comeback, comeback.
Listen, man, I know it's hard to lose a father, though it's scarred. Every thought you conjure, cause he's not here and it broke your heart. You gotta know the loss is not the end, it's just the start. He's gone but not forgotten, though. You can't afford to fall apart. You really gotta stop and get your ass up out of bed. I know it's sad as shit to hear, but dude, your dad is dead. If he wasn't, man, he'd take a look at what his kid was doing. Then he'd kick his fucking ass for being so depressed. You put his soul to rest and then you gave up on your own. You paint a smile on the hide when you're afraid to show. You're in denial that he's gone. You cry and hold the phone at night and hope to God he's gonna call you, though you know he won't.
Stumbling home in the dark, I see you. Call me wherever you are. I hear you. Gone, but I still feel the scar. You ain't never gonna come back, come back. But I won't let tear me apart. Another round, cause I got this far. Gone, but you're here in my heart. This is gonna be my comeback, comeback.
Alright, that's the end of this video. Stay tuned for the next one.